did you get your first boxing gloves?
For Christmas.
And are you not afraid of being hurt?
No. Because I never do get hurt. I was sparring a boy and hit him in the nose and he fell and his blood coming out his nose. I'm gonna go all the way to the very top.
Katie Taylor, the quiet, methodic, relentless champion. Her epic Madison Square Garden fight with Amanda Serrano, taking the sport into the mainstream.
Oh my word! Women can sell, women can fight, and we put on a hell of a show.
1 year later, the rematch the world wanted was announced, and Katie would finally be returning home.
It is one of the craziest facts in all of boxing that you, Katie Taylor, have never fought as a professional in your home country of Ireland. What does it mean to you?
This is incredible. This is more than a dream.
But boxing, like life, is unscripted.
The rematch between Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano is officially off.
I felt a bit worried at the time that the fight wasn't going to happen in Dublin, and I thought that opportunity was going to slip if we didn't actually seal that date.
Katie took to social media to make a public call-out.
Undisputed super lightweight champion of the world.
This is about me, this ain't about Katie Taylor.
Katie gets her homecoming, but with far greater risk.
People have always said, I don't think Katie Taylor will fight Chantelle Cameron. It's too dangerous.
She gets into that zone and there's no stopping her.
Better still, Katie Taylor agreed to move up to her weight, meaning on May 20th, for the first time in boxing history, two reigning undisputed world champions in the four-belt era will collide.
For Katie Taylor, the rewards are huge because it's about legacy. It's about becoming a two-division world champion.
I always look for the hardest challenges and the hardest fights, and you have to take risks in the sport. That's how you build your own legacy.
And for Chantelle, it's about the biggest fight in women's boxing.
Coming there to ruin the homecoming and cause a massive upset.
We're going to see the best of Chantelle Cameron. We're also going to see the best of Katie Taylor.
For Katie Taylor, an opportunity to cement herself as the best to ever do it.
I train to win fights. I don't train to lose any fights.
Through victory, Chantelle Cameron will take her seat on the throne and become the new face of women's boxing.
I'm tougher, I'm stronger. I won't be facing me either.
Champion versus champion. Undisputed versus undisputed. Only one can reign. Who will make the days count?
When that bell does ring, how does your focus completely change?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a different person. I'd have no problem putting manners on people outside the ring as well. A shed full of greatness, or posters of some of the athletes that I would really admire. My favourite ones are obviously the Irish ones. Roy Keane, probably my favourite athlete of all time. He's someone who I actually really looked up to. But I think one of the things that really does impress me is their consistency. I think that's real greatness, really. These are idols in their sport, and yeah, just phenomenal athletes and phenomenal mindsets.
Karaoke machine?
Not much of a singer, but my karaoke song is probably Simply the Best. I'm joking. You don't need anything fancy in boxing, it's just all about the hard work, the grit. And when I first came over here, I didn't know a single person over here. There's really nothing else to do here other than train. And I am very, very grateful for this place. I get a chance to do what I absolutely love over here. These photos are just very, very special memories. I think the first person I always visit after my fights is my grandmother, actually. I think she's probably the calmest person out of everyone, to be honest. She's the one person who never really gets that nervous. She's just sitting back watching the fights and always so confident in me.
It may be Katie's first time fighting in Ireland as a professional, but her training camp routine has remained very much the same.
It's not good enough to just be in the gym 8 weeks before a fight. You have to be in the gym all year round. I think you have to be a bit of a gym rat. I feel like my whole life has been a training camp. I don't think there's such a thing as a perfect boxer. I think everybody has something to work on. And every time I'm in the gym, I am striving to be better. I am pushing the limits each and every day, and I'm never ever going to be outworked. I'm with one of the best coaches in the world on a daily basis, and when you're in that kind of environment, you can only improve.
The plan is to go out there and dominate and become a two-weight undisputed champion. That's what we're working for, and that's what's going to happen on May 20th. Katie's different from all the females. She has the deepest resume by far. It's not even close.
I think it is important for every fighter to reinvent themselves after each fight, and I know my weaknesses, I know what I have to improve on. I also know my strengths as well.
I love watching her train, I love watching her fight. She's just unbelievable. The hand speed, the footwork, the dedication is just crazy.
She's sharp now, she could fight now, but you know, we got 7 weeks to go and we're going to keep pushing it.
If I didn't have a homecoming fight, I think my career would have felt like it was unfinished.
No, it'd be tough with tickets, is that? Seriously, at this stage I'm afraid to come out of the house. It's like, my God, I'm afraid to look at my phone. It's like, I wish I was Ticketmaster, but I'm not. But yeah, there's definitely huge interest, and everybody in our hometown alone, which I think is 30 or 40,000 people in Bray, and I think every person would love to be there.
This is my home, this is my country, and I've got Irish blood in me, so to have my biggest fight of my career here, I have a chance to make history, become a two-weight undisputed champion. This is the stuff of dreams, and I love being involved in fights where people can't actually say who's going to win the fight. This is a genuine 50-50 fight. These are exactly the fights that the sport needs. I have a chance to make history again, to add more to my legacy, I suppose, and to become a two-weight undisputed champion. This could be the biggest night of my career.
Yeah, then come back with a hook, I'll catch it. Whether there's 10,000 Irish people there screaming or we're fighting in the desert, we still got to go out there and win, so it doesn't really matter where we are, in my opinion. When we found out that the Serrano fight was off, I mean, I think naturally, initially, there's a little bit of a shock and disappointment. You can't sulk for long, so immediately went to starting to think of the next option, and Chantelle Cameron was the obvious choice.
She has a spotless career, and she is undisputed champion, and she has the style to make this another epic as well. I'm a better fighter. I have the ability to adapt during fights, and the skill will prevail.
Do you enjoy having an absolute terror?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously don't like taking punches either, but I have got that fight in me. It just comes out, I guess. You know, I probably should be boxing a lot more, but a lot of times it does turn into a bit of a fight.
Chantelle Cameron's going to want to lean on us and make us fight at a pace that we don't want to fight at, but Katie's prepared to fight at any pace. She's shown it time and time again.
Katie Taylor is hurt! Katie Taylor is hurt!
She digs down and she goes places that most people haven't been before. Most people don't know if they can go there. Everybody wants to think they can, but we've already been there and we've done it more than once.
I'm confident that I'm going to produce a great performance. Nobody is going to take it away from me on May 20th.
I think it won't be too much for Katie Taylor. My mindset is just I can't lose, I don't want to lose, I want my own legacy, and this is about me, this ain't about Katie Taylor. Coming there to ruin the homecoming and cause a massive upset. I'm Chantelle Cameron and I'm the undisputed super lightweight champion of the world. On May the 20th, I'm boxing Katie Taylor and all of my belts are being put on the line.
The word legacy, what does that word mean to you?
That's a tough question. Let me think.
Whilst Katie kept things familiar, Team Cameron decided to take a slightly different approach.
There's two people at once. Are you mental? Are you drunk? Mental, honestly. Are you mad? You nearly kill me. Every time I come here, I nearly die. Am I right? Every time. Drinking in the Irish pubs just to get yourself prepared.
Do you know what? That's not a bad idea. We should have all put Chantelle Cameron t-shirts on. It seemed like the reception. It could have given us like an idea of the reception what we'll get. Acclimatising ourselves to the atmosphere.
It's going to be hostile, but it is what it is.
Chantelle, we're feeling good. Decided to sunburn.
What sunburn?
What sunburn? What do you mean?
Oh, you caught it a little bit there. Just noticed.
I believe in myself. I believe in my team, and I think what we're planning and what we've got prepared, I wouldn't want to box myself through that way.
I've been coming here for years. So I boxed here when I was 19, 20, and met Manuel, who owns the gym. Been coming back here ever since. And so this gym's like, it's my favourite gym in the world. Everywhere I've been in all the gyms, I just love it here because it's like a proper old sweating sawdust type of gym. Midway through camp, and it seemed like a good time to sort of get them away, change the scenery, get them away from the usual surroundings, and by the time we get back, we'll sort of hit the ground running. There'll be a month to the fight, and I should be ready to go.
To beat the best, I've got to make sure that I train like that as well. I always train hard, but definitely for this fight, I've definitely upped the gears, and I want to make sure that I stay undefeated. I think that's a bit of a pressure.
Yeah. Perfect timing. You're fucking nearly ready. If we'd have stayed at home, it's sort of holding you back, yeah. You've got fucking, we'd have still sparred, whereas this is going to recharge you. Except when you get home, then you've got nearly a month. We're going to go fucking bunk. I mean, you'll peak just at the right time. Yeah, we've a fucking big time. Not a little one, a big one. What? Chantelle's best asset is that intensity, what she brings. She's so strong.
When Katie publicly called out Chantelle on social media, like many of us, Team Cameron were taken by surprise.
I think she maybe just reacted straight away because she knew that her homecoming was slipping through her fingers.
At first I thought it was someone else. I thought someone else had...
Best bet.
You'll see, I'm being fucking interviewed here, yeah? Wow. This could be her undoing, and I believe it will be. I'm backing my girl. She's too strong. She's too good at everything that she does. We're hoping that she's been dominating, absolutely smashed. She's definitely made a mistake. I'm telling you she made a mistake. But genuinely, my girl's super for it. Will you here? Fucking get through, you fucking idiot.
When she won Undisputed, I sort of started to think, you know, the risk-reward for Katie balances out. I didn't think it'd happen straight away. She'd have a homecoming in Dublin, as was planned, against somebody else, and then maybe she'd fight it down the line. But, you know, universe works in mysterious ways.
It's just been part of the journey, I think. She beat me in the amateurs. It was my second international. I think I was like under 10 fights in as an amateur, so I was quite novice really. I was just come from kickboxing, I was raw. And yeah, I boxed Katie and she beat me. And too right, she should have beat me. She didn't beat me. It would have been like, what's going on here? Things could have been very different. Before I joined Jamie and Nigel, I was literally searching for jobs online and I was making a CV and everything. If I hadn't have come up to Manchester and met them, then my life would have been very different. When I was out in Abu Dhabi, it was definitely the highlight of my career. I showed that I'm tough and I can handle pressure.
Clean, crisp punches from Cameron.
Her discipline's fantastic.
Just shows you that you can enjoy yourself in boxing and still get the job done.
It's a dream come true for Chantelle Cameron, who now becomes the undisputed super lightweight champion of the world.
It's a privilege being in the gym with her, seeing how hard she works, and kind of this is the fight for Chantelle. I think Chantelle does everything well. I think one thing people will be surprised is her footwork. She's got to focus on herself, and she's going to double in. There's going to be a lot of odds stacked against her, but I truly believe she'll overcome them all. Yeah, it won't be a shock for our little team, I guess, but it will be a shock for the world.
Facing Katie Taylor, you can't not give her respect for what she's done. All female boxers, none of us would be in this position if it wasn't for Katie Taylor and Clarissa Shields.
When she's been asked questions of herself and she's been dragged into tough fights, she's really toughed it out and, you know, dug deep. So she's proven it time and again that she's got a bit of everything. She's got that grit and determination, what you need in a tough fight, and she's going to need it against Chantelle.
On about skills, I think she's a better boxer than me, that's definite. But I'm a better fighter, I'm tougher, I'm stronger. But when I am having them down days, I'm thinking, oh, I'm not really fancying sparring today. I just have to kind of reset, think about what would Katie be doing. That gives me that drive, and I think, screw it, let's just get the work done, and afterwards I feel $1 million.
Despite being a champion in her own right, inspiring the next generation has always been at the forefront of Katie's motivation.
I feel like my journey is more about the next generation and more about just having an impact on those young kids, really. If I can do that, if it can impact one person, I think I've done my job okay.
Hello. Thank you so much
Hi,
for having me.
Katie. Pleased to meet you. Press conference went well?
I don't know, but it went anyway.
Okay, good.
How's it going? How are you? Hello.
For me, growing up in the boxing gyms, there's so many obstacles, so many barriers, and it wasn't an easy place to be. I felt like I was the only girl boxing in the whole country at one point. Nice feint. Feint to be. If I have a chance to influence one or two the young fighters, I think that's what legacy is all about. You're so good. You're so good. Thank you. There's just something different about boxing in comparison to the other sports. I think you just learn so much about yourself when you're dancing between the ropes. Trying to make the journey a bit easier for these girls and these boys on the way up as well. Just having a chance just to be around them and just to talk with them, and although they're all looking for free tickets there, so I don't know how I'm going to cope with that. But the race outside? Okay, do you think you can beat me in a race? Yes. You think you can beat me in a race? Yes. Let's go. On your marks, get set, go. Oh my God, I'm catching up, I'm catching up. If you go around every single boxing club now in the country, it's packed with female boxers. That to me is just an amazing legacy to pass on. Oh, too fast. So fast. You're so fast.
This is the dinosaur and the next generation.
Are you calling me the dinosaur?
Jeez, oh. We're 15 years, I would say.
Visualization and manifesting victory is important for a fighter's mindset within training camp. Sometimes a little pep talk can go a long way.
To be fair, this is miles better than Salford. The last 12 months, Abu Dhabi, undisputed. Now we're in Tenerife training. Having it right off.
Blessed.
Isn't it? Hashtag blessed.
And you spoke to me 5-6 years ago. I probably would have really struggled with this interview and would have got one sentence out of me. But I think as the years have gone on, I think I've just developed as a person.
When you come, you're going to fuck it off, you're going to walk away.
Look now. I always say to Jamie, like, my confidence has grown since I've been with him. And I think they're more like a family now than just my team.
Ready, yeah. Fucking God, let's go. They call me breadcrumbs, don't they? And the birds are all over me.
I'm so close to him, so well, I trust him as well, and it's not many people you can trust, especially in boxing. Beating Katie Taylor is really gonna not just cement me as a boxer, but cement them as coaches.
You're good? Yeah. Let's go again.
Boxing in Dublin, she's gonna have that in her belly.
You get that extra 5% probably what you won't get anywhere else. That having an homecoming, you've got to feed off that in a positive way. Ambush.
Ambush man.
Someone's getting ambushed. I think you should come out to Jaws. You know, the music of Jaws, like attack mode.
Just got to be savage, like I just got to be the person I am, and kind of have a attitude and think, do you know what, I'm here to fight, and me and Katie in the ring, so let's have it.
If you're going top of the Queen of Boxing, what are you going to be?
Well, definitely Queen of Northampton.
First time in boxing that two reigning undisputed champions have faced off against each other will be an incredible night, not just for Irish sport, but for all sport around the world.
The atmosphere is going to be absolutely electric. I'm stepping in there fully prepared and expecting to come out as a two-weight undisputed champion.
I still want to make my legacy, make sure that I do go down in history as the best female boxer.
It could be a war, it could be a shutout.
It's going to be a war.
I'm definitely ready and prepared for whatever comes my way.
So going to be my night to shine.
All the sacrifices, all the hard work is always worth it, because when your hand is raised, it's the best feeling in the world.
An atmosphere you will never see in boxing again, in my opinion. May 20th, live on DAZN around the world.